Beef that is 100% Kentucky proud, raised locally, processed in Eastern Kentucky, distributed through Louisville, and served in 85 Kroger stores. Kentuckians are going to choose local beef.
You're watching Kentucky Cattle News, sharing the latest information from the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association, Beef Council, Beef Network, and the beef cattle industry. Produced for the over 38,000 beef cattle producers here in the Bluegrass State. Hi, I'm your host, Kaya Twisselman. Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef launched last month in 85 Kroger locations throughout Kentucky and several in southern Indiana. Launch parties were held on March 20th in Beaumont and Middletown Krogers to celebrate the hard work of Beef Solutions and Kentucky farm families in getting a 100% local ground beef product on the store shelves.
Today, after nearly 2 decades worth of work, we have 100% Kentucky proud beef that is raised by Kentucky farmers, processed in Kentucky, distributed and sold at Kroger stores all across our state. So today, we hope consumers go out and help celebrate agriculture by buying Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef. Kentucky is more than just about tobacco, Kentucky Fried Chicken, bourbon, and horses. We're also the largest beef cattle state east of the Mississippi River. 38,000 Kentucky farms have beef cattle. Connecting those farmers from the farm gate to the dinner plate is a success that we can all share in.
This project's been a long time in the making, and today I really feel good about it. I mean, the pride that I have and watching all of our staff that worked on this project, and when you get to come and look at the meat case and see it, it's just a big thing. And I'm so proud of our farmers that are doing this, our board, our staff, and then for Kroger for doing the right thing and putting a local product in the store. The biggest thing is if we got a good product, I hope it'll sell, and I think it will sell. I mean, our research has talked about consumer wanting local, so that's what Kroger's done. They put a local product in the store, and if the consumers will buy in and purchase a local product, you know, then we can use more animals from our farmers.
Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef is available in 1-pound bricks or 4-patty 2-pound packages at 80% lean, 20% fat. For more information, recipes, and store locations, visit www.kentuckycattlemensbeef.com or follow the product on social media. Have you heard of the KCA Board of Directors or wonder what they do? They met on March 30th at the Anderson County Extension Office to get a program update from staff. We talked with executive board members to learn more about their duties and what they do for you as a KCA member.
I am Bobby Forey. I am a 7th-generation farmer. I'm currently the president of the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association for 2018, and I tell everyone it's just a great time to be the president of Kentucky KCA because of all of the great things that are going on in the organization. Our board consists of 87 members throughout the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We have 5 different regions. Our membership elects those board members at the Kentucky Cattlemen's Convention each year. We have a tremendous group of leaders that make up our board.
I'm Joe Lowe. I'm from Smith Grove, Kentucky in Warren County. I'm the Region 2 Vice President. I'm a cow-calf producer in Warren County. My role is kind of a go-between between the Region 2 counties and the board to kind of voice the concerns of the membership in those counties. The board is the voice when it comes to where you are back home. All the staffs at all the meetings, all the executives at all the meetings, everyone has the same voice when you get in that boardroom. So you can be from the smallest beef producing county or you can be from some of the largest. You still raise your hand and everyone turns and listens. So once you're in that boardroom, everyone's equal. If you have 15 members or if you have 150 members, it doesn't matter.
We have a fiduciary responsibility to the organization. We take our farmers' hats off when we sit in those board meetings, and then we have to look for the welfare of the organization.
I guess one place to start would be at your county level. If you're involved and vocal with your county organization, it's very easy to become a delegate at the state convention. And if you're a delegate at the state convention, it's very easy to get on the board. Those are things where if you are outspoken and competent and know what you're talking about, it's very, I don't want to say easy to get on the board, but it's not as hard as you may think.
Not a KCA member? Then join today and reap the benefits. Membership in the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association is open to any individual or organization that has an interest in the cattle industry of Kentucky. To join, apply online at this address or call the office at 859-278-0899. Now to Kenny Burdine, UK Extension Livestock Economist, for your monthly market report and livestock marketing outlook.
Wouldn't describe the last 30 days as really good in terms of the cattle markets. Several things going on. Let's kind of deal with the the big picture stuff first. And you know, the hot topic really the last 18 months, but especially the last 30 days has been trade. And you know, recent development was certainly what China did in terms of policy and tariffs in particular on U.S. imports of multiple ag products, but pork in particular. And I think we talked a little bit last month when I visited with you. We talked about, you know, that we're moving some beef to China, but it's kind of been very slow to start. It's going to pick up over time. But you know, we already are moving a lot of pork to China. And we have to remember that as beef producers that, you know, we don't produce beef within a vacuum. So anything that impacts competing products, in particular substitutes like pork, has the potential to impact beef prices as well. So, you know, the pork market's been hit fairly hard since that announcement. It's been down quite a bit the last 2 weeks. And beef has responded some too. So as anything that can impact pork prices negatively has the potential to also have negative impacts on beef cattle prices. Feeder cattle futures prices, which I kind of watch pretty regularly, are down about $10 per hundredweight from where they were the first part of March, so roughly over the last 30 days. Now, fortunately, I don't think our local markets are off that much. I would put our heavy feeder cattle here in Kentucky, if I kind of think about a heavy feeder steer somewhere in that 750 to 850 pound range, I would have put them somewhere in kind of the 135 to 145 range. Calf markets have actually not moved hardly at all. They're still kind of right around that $1.60 or so per pound mark, which is typical in terms of their price levels. If you just ask me what time of year those calf markets tend to hit their highest point, I would say about now, sometime in the first half of April. So those calf markets right now are the beneficiaries of the spring weather and impending pasture growth, and that's supporting those calf markets quite a bit right now.
The 2018 Derby Burger winner is the D to the double B, or the Derby Bourbon Burger, created by Jay Neubacher of Louisville, Kentucky. The beef burger features bourbon smoked paprika, bacon, mushrooms, onions, chipotle peppers, and provolone cheese on a brioche bun. Try it at Kentucky Derby Festival events, including Beer Fest, Kroger Festival, and Napa River Grill. Your checkoff dollar goes a long way. Ever wondered how far? The Kentucky Beef Council works hard to utilize checkoff dollars to better the beef industry in our state and communicate with consumers on your behalf. Watch this short video to learn more about what the council does for you. The Kentucky Beef Council works on behalf of Kentucky's more than 38,000 beef farmers. KBC is funded by the Beef Checkoff Program, a producer-funded marketing and research program designed to increase domestic and international demand for beef. We strive to help increase consumer demand through promotion, research, education, new product development, and a variety of other marketing tools. As the largest beef cattle state east of the Mississippi, we want people to think of Kentucky as more than just bourbon and horses. We want them to think of beef. Each year, we celebrate Kentucky's beef industry with a proclamation at the Capitol in Frankfort, declaring May as Beef Month in Kentucky. But the burger fun doesn't stop there. July kicks off Burger Weeks in Lexington and Louisville, where KBC partners with local publishing companies and restaurants for 7 days of deliciousness. Participating restaurants create gourmet burgers for their menus that they feature for only $5. Last year, more than 100,000 burgers were sold in Lexington alone for this community-wide event. Kentuckians love beef. We even did consumer research focus groups to prove it, but sometimes they need a little inspiration of new ways to enjoy it. Through beefy recipe videos, KBC is encouraging Kentuckians to try new delicious recipes, many of which are locally inspired. And if recipe videos aren't enough to inspire, digital and traditional advertisement campaigns featuring mouth-watering beef dishes guide them to recipe libraries perfect for the season. You might hear us on the radio.
What's your favorite burger?
The BLT burger from Drake's. It's amazing. See us on TV.
Medium to medium high heat.
Run into us at a sporting event. Drive by us on a billboard or spot us scrolling through social media. With the help of partners, including food service and retailers, we are able to better amplify the beef message, whether that's with sultry Valentine's Day campaigns or promoting beef in a healthy diet with grocery retail dietitians. Raising beef is a long-time Kentucky tradition dating back to the 1700s, and it is our goal to position beef as the top protein source to ensure that tradition lives on for many years to come. To learn more about the Kentucky Beef Council, visit kybeef.com, and don't forget to follow us on social media. And remember, in Kentucky, beef is still what's for dinner. Be sure to mark these dates on your calendar. College Readiness Class, April 16th at the Yards Education Center. Lunch and Learn Series, April 17th at the Yards Education Center. KCA Young Producers Council Annual Campout, April 20th at Eden Shell Farm. Kentucky Seed Stock Symposium, April 25th at the Shelby County Extension Office. For instant news, updates, and alerts on the Kentucky beef industry, text KCA to 33222 on your mobile phone and we'll keep you updated. Follow the KCA Facebook page and YouTube channel for more clips and extended content. download a copy of this segment, visit www.kycattle.org and tune into our next segment in May. Thanks for watching Kentucky Cattle News, where we're always thankful for farm families, healthy herds, and tasty traditions.